collected and published by the Foundation for a Christian Civilization for its America Needs Fatima campaign. The Mother of God and our Mother. Hard and difficult times in our lives can well be compared to a storm at sea. We are like barges looking for a safe port, for peace, and for a point of reference. Mary Most Holy is all three. She is the star of the sea, the sure refuge of sinners, and the help of Christians. At Fatima, the Mother of God told the three shepherd children, Lucy, Francisco, and Jacinta, "Jesus wishes to use you in order to make me known and loved. He wishes to establish devotion to my Immaculate Heart in the world." For Christmas 2003, America Needs Fatima offers you a selection of stories of our Blessed Mother, with the sole purpose of helping you increase your love and devotion for this good Mother. If her Divine Son recommended we increase our devotion to her, it is only because He had our welfare in mind. He knew we would need to cross the high seas of the difficult times in which we live. The stories recorded on this CD are taken from The Secret of the Rosary by St. Louis de Montfort, adaptations from The Mystical City of God by Sister Mary of Agreda, and The Glories of Mary by St. Alphonsus Maria Liguori with permission. We pray you will take full advantage of this recording, and that Jesus, through Mary, may touch your heart and make you a better and more loving child of Mary, God's Mother, and our own. Chapter 1. One Saved, One Condemned. We must never underestimate the immense value of even the smallest degree of devotion to our Blessed Mother. In the year 1604, in a city in Flanders, there lived two young students who, instead of devoting themselves to their studies, gave themselves over to a life of drink and debauchery. One night, they both went to the house of an evil woman. One of them, Richard, remained only a short time and returned home. His companion stayed behind. When he arrived home and began to prepare himself for bed, he remembered he had not said the few Hail Marys he was accustomed to saying every day. Feeling very drowsy, he was inclined to skip them. But he forced himself to recite them anyway, sleepy as he was. He said the prayers without any particular devotion, and fell asleep. Still in the first stages of sleep, he heard a violent knocking on the door. Then, even as the door remained closed, the figure of a young man passed through it, ugly and deformed. "Who are you?" Richard said. His companion replied, "Don't you recognize me?" "Yes, but how you've changed! You look like a devil." "I know I do," exclaimed the poor fellow, "for I am damned." "How did that happen?" "As I was leaving the evil house, a devil came up and strangled me. My body lies in the middle of the street, but my soul is now in hell. And the same fate was in store for you. But because of the few Hail Marys you said, the Blessed Virgin saved you. If you are not a fool, you will profit by this warning, which the Mother of God sends you through me." And he opened his cloak, so Richard could see the flames and serpents tormenting him. Then he vanished. Richard threw himself on the floor, and with many tears thanked Mary for having saved him. While he was thinking about how to change his life, he heard the bells at a Franciscan monastery ringing for matins, and said to himself, "God is calling me to do penance." At once, even though it was very early in the morning, he went to the monastery and begged the friars to receive him. Knowing his bad reputation, they were naturally reluctant to do so. So, with tears in his eyes, he told them what had happened. Two of the fathers went out into the street and found the corpse of Richard's companion, strangled and black as coal. Only then did they accept Richard into their community. From that day on, he led an exemplary life. In the course of time, he went to India to preach the faith, and from there to Japan, where he had the good fortune and grace to die a martyr for Jesus Christ. He was burned alive.